Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to do a Reina beginner's guide. This video is going to be a much quicker and more compact version of my full Reina guide. And for people who'd rather watch a full breakdown of the character, the full Reina guide will be linked in the description. If you like the video and you find it useful, hit the like button. Also, if you're new here and you want to find your way back, hit the subscribe button down below. So, if you didn't know, Reina is quite complex. We're going to simplify everything today, but just so you know, she has stances, she does have electrics and hell sweeps, she has follow-ups from counter hit moves for some extra damage, and we'll do one of those or two today, depending on how we get on. And her strengths are, she has high damage in combos, she has really good pressure and plus frames, she has some decent strings, she has one very good string in heat for crazy damage, she has hit confirmable strings, good mids, lots of pokes, she has a throw game, she has parries which we won't cover today, but her weaknesses are that she's pretty risky. She takes a lot of commitment whenever she does something. She has bad frames on block for a lot of moves, she has very bad lows, probably the worst in the game, and she's quite linear, she's vulnerable to sidestep. Right, so, first off, heat engagers. We have down forward 1-2. Down forward 1-2. Very good heat engager. We have Sentai 3. Sentai you can get into by just doing forward 3 and then press 3 again for Sentai 3. That's a heat engager. And Heaven's Wrath 2. Down 1+2 for Heaven's Wrath. 2 for the heat engager. It's a mid. Okay, so I'm going to cover her main buttons, or just some good moves for you to be getting on with. Obviously, she has a jab. Good range. Good jab. She also has down forward 1. This down forward 1 is really good. You can use it from quite far away. This has an extension with down forward 1-1, which is a mid-high. On block, it's safe. Down forward 1-2 is obviously the mix-up. Because one is mid-high and one is mid-mid, right? So if you catch people ducking, if you keep doing this, you can do down forward 1-2. And it's a heat engager, right? She has a jab string. She has 1, 2, 3, 4. You see it's safe on block at -4. This is good because you can mix the string up. Do 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Be careful, the last hit is a high, so people can duck that, but it's there. It's a pretty good string. We got 4. On counter hit, this knocks down. And you get a guaranteed electric kick, which we'll go over later on. But 4 is actually pretty good. It's also a high, people can duck, but it's very fast. Forward 4. This is going to be one of your best pressure tools. +2 on block. It's a mid, forces crouch. And also, if people are crouching, see it says +13, you can do a guaranteed down forward 1-2, which is very good. 3+4-4. Hit confirmable string. You can do it from quite far away, it's got range. Be careful, it's -14. You can also mix up by doing 1. You can do 3+4, or you can do 3+4-4. Keep them guessing whether you're going to do one of the hits or 2 of the hits. Also, the last hit counter hit launches, so that's good. Also, down forward 3+4. It's the same thing, right? But and also it counter hit launches. The second hit counter hit launches as well. But the difference is if the first hit down forward 3+4 hits, she goes into a grab with a really sick grab. So there's that as well. Back 2 for your homing move. Safe at -9. It's a mid. Push back on hit, but it's +3. Running 3. While running 3. Generic while running 3. +6 on block. You can mix this up if people try and step it with while running 4, which is +4 on block, which is a homing high. People can duck, but it is very, very good. And for your power crush, you have back 1+2, which is -13 on block. For low pokes, we have, so for the crouch dash, when you want to do hell sweeps, or you want to do electrics, or you want to do this stuff, we're going to do down forward 3. It's like an easy mode crouch dash. So you can do down forward 3, 4, 2 for hell sweep. You can do 2 lows if you do down forward 3, 4, 4 if you want. And then the other lows are down back 2. Be careful. This is minus 16 on block and you will get launched for it. She has very bad lows, very committing lows. See? Side step 4 is your best low. Side step 4, neutral on hit. We're back to 0. On block, it's minus 13, so you will be punished, but you're not launch punishable. Right, now, moving on. We're going to go through some Sentai stuff, because this is her most powerful stance. When she's not in heat, anyway. So, Sentai. The first way you can get into Sentai is by manually inputting forward 3. So you'll do spinning Rooney, and then you're in Sentai, and you have access to different moves. But the main ways you're going to go into Sentai is 1-1-2, which is her 10-frame punish. And on hit, automatically goes into Sentai. You don't have to press anything, it just goes into Sentai. And you're plus 11, you have a lot of plus frames to work with. So you have 1-1-2. You also have forward 2. If you do forward 2 on its own, she won't do anything, but it is safe at minus 9. If you want to go into Sentai, you have to do forward 2, hold forward. And your plus 2 on block as well. So this is going to be your main mix-up tool. Because even on block, from miles away, you hold forward, go into Sentai, you're plus 2. So this is where you can do a few things, okay? Sentai 3, so once you're in Sentai, you have access to different moves, of course. Sentai 3 is a homing high, just plus 1 on block. Sentai 2 is a mid, which is safe at minus 4. If people just block and don't press anything, you can carry on the pressure with Sentai 4, which is plus 4 on block, and then you can start the pressure all over again. Or you can do 1+3 or 2+4 to do an unbreakable grab. Of course, they can duck that. And your only low option from Sentai is 3+4. Now, it is plus 4 on hit. It is plus 4 on hit. But, as you saw before, you are taking risks because it's low, high. If they duck the first one, if they block the first low, they can duck the high and then launch you for it. Right. Heaven's Wrath. The ways you want to get into Heaven's Wrath are from 2 situations. First off, if you do down forward 3, this crouch dash, and then you do 4-2, you will get a hell sweep. If you do down forward 3, 4-2, and hold down, she will go into Heaven's Wrath. And then I'd say your best option from here is to do 2 from Heaven's Wrath. Or what you can do is do 1+3 or 2+4 for a unblockable grab. You can also do 1-4 from Heaven's Wrath, which is a high homing into a safe mid. Obviously they can duck the high, so be careful of that. The other way you can get into Heaven's Wrath is doing down forward 4-2, hold down. So down forward 4-2. You also have down forward 4-2-3, right? That's another string that you can use. Down forward 4-2-3. Safe on block as well, but be careful, the last is a high. But for the purposes of going into Heaven's Wrath, you can do down forward 4-2, and then hold down, and you are in Heaven's Wrath. Now, the only time you will ever do down forward 4-2, hold down into Heaven's Wrath is if you're in heat, because with Reina, this stance is very powerful in heat, and I'll show you why Because it automatically parries highs and mids. So when she's in heat, right, what you want to do is go down forward 4-2, hold down, and then from here you can do 2 and hold forward to heat dash for a heat dash combo. Also from this stance in heat, we obviously have the parries. We have 1+3 or 2+4 is an unbreakable grab, which they can obviously duck. Or she has a low heat smash. So Heaven's Wrath in heat is very, very powerful. Also in heat, she has this string, which does a ton of damage. You can hit confirm this if you do the first 2, see that the first one connects, add on a second one. So the string is 3+4, 4, 4. Okay? It's also safe on block at -8, and it does a ton of chip damage. So it's really good for that reason as well. You can also hit confirm this if you do the first 3+4. If you do 3+4, 4, you can hit confirm the last 4. Okay? And even if they don't press, it still does a ton of chip damage and you're safe. So that is a very good move. Also in heat, you can do down forward 3, 2. Does an electric without a just frame. So you don't have to do like a precise input for this. You will get your electrics from down forward 3 to go into wind step. Or wind god step, sorry. And then press 2 to do an electric. Just like when we do down forward 3 into 4-2. Hold down. Okay, so moving on. Mix-ups, we have... I'm just going to give you a couple of mix-ups you can work with. Forward 1+2 is a mid. It's -11. It is punishable. You can mix this up with forward 1+2, 3, which does a low. And also on counter hit, which does a really cool grab. You can also do forward 1+2, hold up forward for while running. And then press 3 or 4 to do your while running moves. For other mix-ups, we have down forward 1-1 and then down forward 1-2. I've already spoken about that. We have 1-2-3-4 and we have down forward 4-2. We also have, down forward 3 for Hell Sweep mix-ups, and we have an electric. It's not really an electric, but if you do down forward 3-2, then you get a Wind God Fist. You can also do down forward 3, 1-4 for a mid-high. And you can also do down forward 3, 1-3 for a mid. The high is safe at -7, but it can be ducked. The mid is unsafe at -12, so it can be punished. Right, now, with that being said, let's move on to punishes. So, your 10 frame punish is 1-1-2. It goes into Sentai. For more damage, you can do 1-2-2, but it gives you no frames. For 12 frames, we have 2-2-1, and it knocks down. You can also do 1+2, which is a mid startup rather than a high mid. You can do a mid. 2-2-1 does more damage than 1+2 at 32 versus 25, but that's just preference with you. At 13 frames, if you want a heat engager, you do down forward 1-2. But it does less damage than a 2-2-1. So that's just up to you. At 50 frames, we have down forward 2. This is her standard launcher, standard down forward 2. It has really good range. It tracks quite a bit as well. It is -12, so it can be punished. Be careful with using that one. For while standing punishment, we have while standing 4-4, which is -1. If you hold down, she goes into Heaven's Wrath. after doing while standing 4-4. I can do the move. There we go, +6. For 13 frames, we have while standing 1. While standing 1, see it says +13 there? You can press 3 afterwards, and this will be the punish. The whole thing is the punish, which does a good chunky bit of damage at 34. And it's heat engages, so it's very, very good for that reason as well. At 15 frames for while standing, we have full crouch down forward 4. This is a 15 frame launcher from crouch. This also goes under highs, but it is punishable at -14, so be careful, it will be punished. So moving on, launchers, down forward 2, we've already spoken about that. Up forward 4 is a hop kick, it is -13, it can be punished. It has pretty decent range, and it does crush lows. If someone is doing a low attack, you can use this to jump over them and do a hop kick combo. Down forward 3, 2, the electric, you can do this. You can do a normal electric, if you can do it, it's +5 on block. But down forward 3, 2 is your easy electric. That is a good launcher to use, but be careful, it is -10 if you don't do a proper electric. But just bait out a whiff and then use it. And then full crouch down forward 4, we've spoken about that. Counter hit launchers, we have the last hit of 3 + 4, 4. Will counter hit launch. We also have the same thing with down 3 + 4, 4. The last hit will counter hit launch. There we go. Down forward 4, 2, 3. If the last hit is counter hit, it will launch. Be careful, because the last hit of this string is a high and can be ducked, but it is safe, so there is that as well. But yeah, it counter hit launches and you can get a good combo there. And then the last counter hit launch, which is one of the best attacks, is back 4. It's safe at -8. It is high, they can duck. But this is good to use because it high crushes, it goes under jabs. So if people try and jab you all the time, you can use this and counter hit launch them. There we go. Moving on, we have mini combos or just some guaranteed damage. So for counter hit 4, you want to dash and then down forward 3, 3. There we go. For counter hit forward 4, down forward 3, 3. And then I'm going to show you a hit confirm here. Counter hit while standing 2, right? So just so you know, counter hit 2, she takes a step to the left, right? It's mid. It's also safe on block. She takes a step to the left, so it evades dick jabs and jabs. And on counter hit, it gives you +14, so you can get guaranteed down forward 1, 2. And it's very good as a heat engager as well. For her throw game, she has generic throws. 1 + 3 or 2 + 4, break with 1 or 2. Upward 1 + 2 is another throw. Break with 1 + 2. You can get guaranteed stomp here by doing down 1, 4. You can also do this throw by doing forward 1 + 2. It does the same throw. During Sentai, 1 + 3 or 2 + 4 are unbreakable throws. They cannot break this. Obviously, they can duck it, so be careful of that. During Heaven's Wrath, 1 + 3 or 2 + 4 also does an unbreakable throw. Either or gives you an unbreakable throw. This is good at the wall, because this actually does more damage at the wall. And then the last throw is quarter circle back, forward 2. And this is a 2 break. It's a bit tricky to do, but it does give you a lot of damage, and this throw also breaks walls. Okay, so that's going to wrap up the beginner's guide. I hope you guys found this useful. Let me know in the comments if you would like me to do a follow-up video, maybe an intermediate Reina guide. If not, you can just watch the full Reina guide linked in the description. Hope you guys enjoyed. Take care, and I will see you in the next one.